Hi. Thank you very much. It's so nice to meet you. My question is, I have a curiosity about extraterrestrials and UFOs, and I wondered if you could give us information about that.
It's a big topic. Narrow it down.
Do they exist in
Everything.
physical form?
Well, how physical do you think you are?
Well, I guess I'm relating to sightings. People have cited what they...
Oh, they're not making it up.
Spaceships and little beings and,
Why do you want to know?
I'm just
The
curious.
reason we want to know why you want to know is we want to know how much effort to put into this answer.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just
curious. So
well, it's and also
gonna...
experiences that I've had that made me wonder if that was reality. If
what
it really
was your
existed.
experience?
My experience was at seeing something in the sky that I thought was that I couldn't identify as anything else. It had no sound, and yet it looked physical, and it had lights, and it
That's
was
why
moving.
so many people are happier calling them unidentified flying objects rather than extraterrestrial, because there's a lot out there that's unidentified, not by those who are flying it, but by those who are on the ground.
Right. Well, and are there is there other life on other planets?
Yes, the universe is abundant with life. There is no ending to it. And to assume, as humans on this planet often want to do, that you are the only furthest extension of thought that has been, in other words, there is thought, and then there is thought that is thought upon longer, so it becomes thought form, which means it's available to those that are in the vibration of it. And then there's manifestation, which just means larger numbers of focusers are on the same vibrational wavelength and are translating similarly. As we are visiting with you here, there are some who might say, well, is this a real experience? And they look at Esther and they say, well, she's real enough, but is this authentically something other than Esther that I am hearing here? Is Esther actually translating a vibration from another dimension? Is Esther actually translating a vibration that she is putting words to? And we say, yes, she actually is, but there is no way of proving it to anyone because she is receiving the vibration and translating it. Everyone can receive the vibration and translate it, but not everyone does. So there are those who take a vibration and they are able to perceive it and translate it visually. And a lot of what you are talking about of those unidentified flying objects are people who have done just that. They are seeing energy and they are able to translate it into something that has shape and form. And when you say, is that real? We say, it's as real as anything. We want you to understand that there are others who are sharing this same dimension with you that are on a different vibrational wave pattern, so you're zigging while they're zagging and you don't see them and they don't see you. It's sort of like right now moving through this room are endless radio signals, cell phone signals, television signals, all kinds of signals are moving through, but unless you have a receiver that can translate the signal into a meaningful way, you miss it. The dog hears things that you don't hear, and you say, oh, you stupid mutt, you're making it up. I know you're making it up because I don't hear it. And the dog is saying, there's a lot of things you don't hear that I hear. There's a lot of things you don't smell and wouldn't want to that I do. There are a lot of things that I perceive with my different vibrational interpreters than you do, you see. And so there are a lot of humans who are interpreting differently. Esther said to Jerry, sometimes people will say to Esther, did you have any sign when you were a child that you were going to have an Abraham experience? And Esther says, no. And yet the more Abraham experience she has, the more she realizes that there were signs there. She was very sensitive to vibration. She could always feel what people were feeling. She could tell when their words and their feelings were not a vibrational match. She had a sensitivity that was with her from the time that she can first remember being in this physical body. And so we're wanting you to realize, we want you to soften your question just a little bit and ask a question that is more like, are there others that share this time-space reality? And the answer is yes. But when you say, are we going to dig up any little physical skeletons and find any little physical bones out there in the desert, we say, you will not, because it is a different vibrational frequency. And we are so sure about that. And it is upsetting to people who are having these unapologetic identified experiences because they are having real experiences. But they are not having the experience that is exaggerated in the way that your question implies.
Like Roswell, like the little green guy in the warehouse.
Well, there's no question that there was a cover-up there, but it's not
Yeah.
the cover-up that you think it is.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes, indeed.